Hi vinyl community, this is Greg from 3 Dimensions of Music. Putting on a video to support a channel that recently subscribed to me. His name is Alan, and he runs he has a channel called StaticTraveller. I believe it's StaticTraveller. And is it Static Noise? No, StaticTraveller. Yes, I like that name, StaticTraveller. Just for some reason, it really attracted my attention. Anyways, it's kind of like the Vinylverse, Bill with the Vinylverse. I just love those names of those channels. Anyways, Alan thought up of a thread, kind of, with 12 questions, and it has to do with a matter of life and death. What he means by that is pick an album out of your collection from 12 questions from different things, and I'll read them off to you, of matters related to life and death. So beginning to birth, and then at the end, looks like death. Now, in between, everything that goes in between. The first record that you pick out of your collection will be related to procreation or birth. A lot of people went different directions with this that I've seen. I mean, Ron Haggerty did a nice response to this thread. I thought it was pretty cool, and that's what attracted me to do the thread myself. The record I picked out of my collection related to birth or procreation is Ronnie Law's Pressure Sensitive. One of my favorite albums in my collection. He's a saxophonist. He just plays very well, and it's like jazz fusion is what this is like. You can see the broken egg. I consider that like birth. So that's question number 1. Next question, show a record that reminds you of school. And I did take poetic license with some of these choices that I made. Stanley Clarke, School Days. I'm a big fan of Return to Forever. Stanley Clarke was a bassist on that band, and I've picked up a lot of his solo stuff, as well as Chick Corea and Al Di Meola and Lenny White. But Stanley Clarke, School Days, for album reminds you of school. Next album, something related to work. Again, ELP, Works. I have Works 1 and I think this is Works 2. This is Volume 1. I also have 2, but it's a nice set. A lot of great piano work on here. Always love Embers of Lake and Palmer. Related to work. Question number 4. Pick an album that makes you think of family. I really like Spirit. A Family That Plays Together is what the album's called. Basically a greatest hits 2-record set. If you ever wanted to have anything about Spirit in your collection, and this is not hard to find. This is an original, well-worn copy, but the records are really nice condition, obviously. But I carried this around from here to forever with my collection and played it a lot. I love Spirit, the band Spirit. That's Family That Plays Together, which is family. 5, a record about or related to money. I'll pick this one out. Ronnie Montrose, Paper Money. Pretty good album, rocker. Next album, next question. Pick an album related to passing of time. I picked this one out, it just kind of struck my fancy. Jerry Goodman and John Hammer, Like Children. And as far as how it relates to passage of time, it reminds me of me and my brother. We used to go out in the woods a lot when we were kids and just play all day. We never came home. We always went down to the creek or made a tree house or you name it. We were just out there doing things, playing with snakes and frogs and tadpoles. But this is kind of like a passage of time because now we're getting to be old men. So that's kind of like how it hit me on that one, okay? Next one, question number 7. Show a record in your collection about food or drink. And this one here, BLT, one of the better sandwiches you can get. Robin Trower, Jack Bruce, Bill Lorden. It's a really good album. It's actually a double. I'm saving it for a friend over in Latrobe. He knows who he is. Tony! Anyways, next one related to food. That was that one. Food or drink. Show an album that shows or is about recreation or pastimes. Well, this is a recreation. Skiing. Rick Wakeman did a movie score for a movie called White Rock. It's not one of his best, but I kind of completist on Rick Wakeman. I have most of his solo stuff because I'm a big Yes fan. White Rock. Number 9, a record that show a record that makes you happy. Okay, one record that makes me happy anytime I put it on. It's a 3-record set, Yes songs. Yes was one of my first groups that I really latched onto when I was young, and this is an original Yes songs that I've carried around with me, just like the Spirit. Played the heck out of this. Sounds great. It's one of the greatest concerts. They do a lot of their best songs on here live. So Yes songs, if you ever want to get into Yes, this is where you start. Or Fragile, but Fragile's on here too. So part of the songs anyways. A lot of great songs on this. Most people know Yes songs, but you have Perpetual Change and You and I, Mood for a Day, Roundabout, Your Move, All Good People, Long Distance Runaround, The Fish, which is Chris Squire, beautiful bass playing there. Close to the Edge is all one side, so that's like a Close to the Edge that it's live and it's just fantastic. And then lastly, Yours Is No Disgrace and Starship Trooper. I mean, what a lineup. Yes songs. If you don't have it, you've got to get it if you like Yes. That makes me happy. Disc number 10, a work of art on the cover. There's a lot of things I was looking for, but what I come across and I really didn't know about it until I did this thread is this is considered a work of art. At least I think so, because Andy Warhol designed it, which I did not know. The iconic sticky fingers with the zipper intact. Great cover. You know what this is a cover that instantly you know what it's about when you see the zipper. So yeah, Sticky Fingers, Andy Warhol, work of art. Okay. Disc number 11, pick a record you would like to be played at your funeral. Well, I've always had this in mind. This is something I came to a conclusion a long time ago, and I told my kids that when and if I pass, or when I do pass, and when and if I pass, when I do pass, the song that I'd like to be played at my funeral is Wish You Were Here, one of my favorite albums. And I told them that what would be great is if they could have my ashes be put into a vinyl record, 12-inch vinyl record, an EP with Wish You Were Here on, cut on the record, just that song, and my ashes in the vinyl, like the splatter. Now that would be great, wouldn't it? So that's a one I picked out for when I want played when I'm dead and gone. And lastly, number 12, an album that sums up the meaning of life. Yeah, meaning of life. Well, more poetic. Songs in the Key of Life. Great record. I have quite a few of Stevie Wonder's albums from way back. I appreciate his talent, and everybody's familiar with this album. And this could make you happy too. This is one that would make you happy listening to it. So that's number 12. Now that was the thread that Alan thought up. Alan's a very talented individual. Just latched onto his channel when he subscribed to me, and I don't know his last name, just Alan from StaticTraveller. I'll leave a link to his thread that he made up, and then he has all the questions labeled out there below in the comments that you can answer if you'd like to take this on. But I thought it was kind of fun. It was always fun to look through the collections and match up things like that. Sometimes I do that. Alan, thanks a lot, and I appreciate what you do. You make it really fun to watch your puppets. Most people know StaticTraveller. His puppets are just hilarious. He has a fun time doing it, you could tell. And I've had some belly laughs just listening to him laugh while he's doing what he's doing, trying to be straight. Anyways, thanks, Alan. See you guys.